1848.
In the Italian Alps, a herd of ibex, wild and fierce. From a mountaintop, they survey their home.
CLAUDIO.
And another royal guard.
Round up the ibex. A sign says, Royal Hunting Preserve. No poachers.
The ibex try to escape, but can't. They're trapped. Carrying a bag of rice cakes and salt, Joseph BERARD descends the mountain and returns to the outskirts of his village. Hard scrabble, dirt, dust, and gravel, got a willingness to travel to the other side. God-fearing, faithful to my rearing, mountains are my home, borders don't apply.
Marco enters. Welcome back. It's Joseph BERARD.
Hey, now you can salt your lard. Come and get it. They're going quick.
It tastes like a brick.
You'd have to be a sucker to pay more for rice, 'cause just over the mountain I can get it half price. Today rice and salt, tomorrow bigger plans. Be the biggest guide in Piedmont if you give me the chance, 'cause I'm hard scrabble, dirt, dust, and gravel, got a willingness to travel to the other side. God-fearing, faithful to my rearing, mountains are my home, borders don't apply.
Enter Petra, his sister. So the smuggler's back home for a change.
Sis, it's not smuggling, cross-border exchange.
While you were off getting scratches and scrapes, crossing the border to wherever you went, I've been mending some shirts, picking some grapes, just a little thing called paying rent.
Our soil is rocky, nothing will grow there.
That mountain is rocky, you'll die if you go there.
Enter Giovanna. You know who almost died?
Mom.
You remember winter 1835?
No.
It was a fight to survive. Winter starts to freeze us. Your dad needs to feed us. And Jesus, he up and leaves us and climbs this very trail, thinking about us each step that he takes, but he's slowing.
Shaky.
Hungry?
Weak.
Things are looking dire, mind to make it any higher. He's about to expire before reaching the peak.
But then, mother lone of all smuggling routes, cross the border to France, lots of game to shoot.
By the time he gets back, he is covered in frost, saving our lives, but it comes at a cost.
3 fingers, only 3 fingers, he's got only 3 fingers on his right hand. Say what? 3 fingers, only 3 fingers, he's got only 3 fingers on his right hand. Whoa!
Father's secret passage makes money, it's an asset. When he passed it along to us kids. Smuggling ain't easy, Dad's life was hard.
But we use what we're living to eke out a living. That's what it means to be a BERARD. Hard scrabble, dirt, dust, and gravel, got a willingness to travel to the other side. God-fearing, faithful to my hearing, mountains are my home, borders don't apply. Hard scrabble, dirt, dust, and gravel, got a willingness to travel to the other side. God-fearing, faithful to my rearing, mountains are my home, borders don't apply. Giovanna distributes the last of the smuggled food to the villagers. The BERARDs go to their hut. It's a modest peasant hut, a wooden table, barrels of grapes, sacks of grains, clothing on a line. Giovanna begins to cook.
Petra picks up her needlework.
I didn't think you'd get back until tonight.
Took a shortcut.
You stick with the way Dad taught me. There are crevices 100 feet deep up there.
They don't freeze over till October at least.
If you get stuck up there, I'm not rescuing you. Just saying. 8 cold nights, freezing to the bone, gangrene, slowly devouring your
Stop.
legs.
Come over. Let me see that.
It's a scratch.
Nuh-uh. No complaints. She applies a poultice to the scratch. Try not to bend it. And there's a rip in your shirt. Petra, can you mend it?
Mend your own shirt. You never helped me with the grapes.
Giovanna counts Joseph's earnings. Not as much this trip, huh?
Rice and salt ain't paying what it did for Dad.
Did you hear Marco left for Milan? He got a job at a factory.
Can you blame him? Traded starvation for a steady paycheck.
He's leaving us all behind.
For a better life.
He didn't give this one a chance.
You wouldn't leave me behind, would you?
Don't worry, Mom. I wouldn't let him.
Giovanna reaches for some salt on a high shelf and grimaces.
What's wrong?
Just the joints. You bring me the horns, Joseph?
You still believe in that crap?
She's all out.
None of that. Now, they're the only thing that helps, and you know it. Giovanna hands Joseph a franc. You want your poor mother to stay up all night with gout? Go!
I'll be back. Joseph leaves.
Petra works on sewing a shirt.
Giovanna cooks. I keep thinking it'll get easier with him.
I've been thinking that since we were kids. Mom, about Dad. I feel like you're not telling me the whole truth.
What do you mean?
I feel like there's more to the story.
Oh, honey, Dad was a bit of a firebrand. You know that. When you were a kid, he and his friends would meet here and talk. Just crazy things. Once he got into pretty big trouble, but that's all in the past. I just want us to stay safe. Well, that's all.
A knock at the door. Claudio, a royal guard, enters. And then Stew.
Hello, Claudio. From 2 barrels of grapes in the corner, Giovanna hands Claudio 1.
The other one too.
That's all we have.
You still owe me 3 bushels from last month.
The grapes are late this year.
Oh, rules are rules. Don't make me come back again. Claudio takes 2 barrels of grapes and departs.
Don't worry, my Joya. We'll figure it out. We always do. Giovanna plucks a potato off the chopping board to save for later.
Joseph enters.
The village square, where an apothecary, Lucia, hawks ibex parts to passerbys from her stall. Flesh and horns of the ibex, best in all the Alps.
My saggy skin. I used to be as pretty as a blossom. But sun, wind, could you erase 30 years? That would be awesome.
Take this pungent balm from the ibex rump. Rub it on your cheeks, they'll get brown and plump.
Yes, please.
They buy everything I sell them because I always tell them it'll give you health and youth and get you laid. Who's next?
My husband was once a mighty stallion who could satisfy my every whim for hours. But now his flagging spirit needs some rallying to restore his virility, agility, and power.
No need to blush. I'm chaste as a priest. Apply this paste, will grow an inch at least.
Yes, please.
They buy everything I sell them because I always tell them it'll give you health and youth and get you laid. Yeah, betcha I always screw them. My potions go right through them. It'll give you health and youth and get you laid. I grind the flesh and horns, turn powder into pills.
Here's hemorrhoids and jaundice.
I'm fainting on my chills.
Hairballs cured my bloat.
My lies.
Heartbones ward off death. Well, he didn't pay full price.
Joseph tries to catch Lucia's eye. I need a chunk of horn.
10 francs.
You said 5 last week.
You want it ground?
Don't grind them, boil them. My grandma boils them for soup and she's 102.
You always exaggerate.
Excuse me.
You think you know everything.
Excuse me.
Grind them up.
No, boil them whole.
No, grind them up.
Kill the ibex yourself and drink its warm blood with your bare hands.
Sardinians. They buy everything I sell them because I always tell them it'll give you health and youth and get you laid.
Flesh, horn, bone, blood.
Eyeballs, liver, kidney, skin.
Flesh, horn, bone, blood, flesh, horn, bone, blood, flesh, horn, bone, blood, flesh, and horns.
We'll buy everything you sell us because you always tell us it'll give you health and youth and get you laid.
Yes, I make my biggest margin on his genitals enlarging.
We'll give you health and youth.
And who cares if that's not truth? He'll give you health and youth and get you laid and get you laid.
Customers make off with the last of the ibex parts.
Lucia hangs a sign over her stall. Sold out.
You can't leave me empty-handed. I've been coming to you for years.
Oh, you think I'd leave you in the lurch? Of course I would. Pity gets you nowhere. The world is cruel and cold. The only source of power is a pocket full of gold.
That's not fair.
Fair? You stand on principle in this business and you won't last. So I have no principles. Try it.
Claudio enters.
Lucia removes the sold-out sign from her stall. Claudio! What do you need? Horns? Blood?
Claudio hooks up a horse to Lucia's stall and starts to drag it away.
Hey! That's my stall!
Not anymore.
Oh, no. Give me that.
Claudio flashes a decree. My orders are straight from the top. Victor Emmanuel II wants to hunt all the Ibex himself. So all of these illegal.
Victor's just a greedy landlord with like 3 villages and 18 goats. And a couple goons collecting his rent.
Claudio crushes the remaining vial of Ibex horns underfoot. Goons! Tell that to his royal guard.
What'll he do with all these Ibex?
He has a whole wall.
Wait. Why don't I give you this and you look the other way? And this is my livelihood we're talking about. Lucia hands over money.
Oh, it's too bad I'm not allowed to accept any bribe. I don't make the rules. Giddy up. Claudio and the horse leave with the stall.
Lucia races after them. She's left in the dust.
Damn.
In Giovanna's vineyard,
Petra.
and Giovanna picked grapes together. They plop them in their skirts.
Petra pops one in her mouth.
Now, don't eat them all. We're just barely going to have enough as it is.
They're sour.
You have to wait till the grapes are ripe.
If we had more hands, we could plant vines all the way up this hill.
Good luck getting Joseph to help.
That's not what I meant. If we all worked together...
You know how it is. The Delmars have their patch, we have ours. Each family tends to their soil and their mule, and that's it.
And we all starve. It doesn't have to be that way.
But that's how it's always been. After your father died, I spent hours here planting, weeding, watering, feeling the sun on the back of my neck, the dirt in my palms. I love this place. But this rocky ground, it's given us all it has to give.
I don't believe that. We could grow enough to feed the whole village.
Giovanna kisses her on the top of her head. It's good to have dreams, honey. Stick with sewing.
Enter Joseph. Claudio threatened me.
Oh, slow down. Just give me the horns and tell me what happened.
That's the problem, I can't. You can't even touch the Ibex unless you're Victor.
I'm sure there's another way to get the horns. Talk to Lucia. She's always had my back.
You don't understand. The only Ibex left are in Victor's private preserve for him to shoot.
This is typical Victor shit. Take something that belongs to everybody and make it his. Today, the Ibex. Tomorrow, the tiny patch of land we got left. We have to fight back.
No, honey, how? We can't stand up to Claudio.
Marco's right. There's nothing left for us here. We gotta get out for good.
No, nonsense. Talk to Lucia.
She's out of Ibex. She's probably been selling you sheep. We'd be better off in France.
France? If we worked together, we could feed everyone in the village.
I'm not going anywhere till they bury me. And even then, I'll be right down the road.
Petra, this vineyard is a pipe dream.
You need to have faith. If everyone could lend a hand, plant a row, grow the land, we could make a better life. I've got to try. None of us are better off till all of us can eat enough. It's as a village that we live or die. I'm just trying to do what's best for our family. The legacy we both share. Can't understand why you aren't with me. And I wonder...
No, grapes won't get us out of debt. Best to just get out of here. Let me spell it out. We need to leave. Moving is our best shot. We could hit the jackpot right across the border with some nice French wine. I'm just trying to do what's best for our family. The legacy we both share. Can't understand why you aren't with me. And I wonder,
Gotta own our own land.
gotta get out while we can.
Gotta make this vineyard flourish.
Why work so hard?
We can get a decent chance.
We'll take the leap and run to France.
And abandon everyone we know.
No, just think about you and
I'm just trying to do what's best for our family. The legacy we both share. Can't understand why you aren't with
forgive me, and I know Joseph Berard.
Petra Berard,
That's who we are. You really care.
Children! Giovanna stumbles.
Petra rushes to hold her up.
I can't take any more of this talk. I have to get ready for dinner.
Mom, what's wrong?
I just need to lay down.
I'm worried about her. I feel like it's getting worse.
I'll get those horns and get her out of here. Decree be damned.
We haven't seen an Ibex here since last June.
You think it's impossible? That's exactly why I gotta do it.
Then what? You'll need to make another trip next month just to get more.
So I'll make another trip.
For how long, Joseph? When this vineyard grows, it'll buy her medicine for a whole year.
Mom can't wait to find out.
In the village, Lucia mopes by the remains of her stall. Look at me now, look what I'm selling. A cabbage, a candle, a melon. How am I supposed to make a living when my livelihood's a crime? Oh, hey Victor, here's a piece of my mind.
Joseph enters. You raking it in yet?
Go away.
I have a proposal for you. Something else you could sell.
I'm flattered.
No. So, Victor's decree made Ibex almost impossible to get. If we could get one, you could charge double.
I can't sell them, jackass. Claudio will throw me in jail.
Has that ever really stopped a smuggler before? You're not supposed to sell them here, but we can sell them there.
Over the border? In Switzerland?
I got a friend who could afford them. It won't be that hard, we just capture and transport them. We sell the Swiss and Ibex, they pay a hefty price. Make a bigger profit than tobacco and rice.
How about no? Why did you even ask? Breaking into the preserve is a dangerous task. I'm not your new recruit with clueless guards to shoot. That's not the way I wanna go.
Look, I don't like you, but I can't capture those buggers on my own. I need another pair of hands, someone to sweet talk some guards. We'll split the profit right down the middle, 50-50. This is the way for us, this is a dream for us. Can't you see? It's a get-rich-quick scheme for us. A teensy bit of smuggling and you'll get paid. It'll give you health and youth and get you laid. This is the way to go, this is a dream, you know I can see. It's a get-rich-quick scheme for show. A teensy bit of smuggling to earn some dough. This is the way to go. It's the way to go. Way to go.
Petra,
And Giovanna commiserate with disaffected villagers.
a sledge in the background. So that's why we all have to lend a hand building the terraces. It's either that or suffer on our own.
That's right. What's he expect us to do? Take our lumps and keep quiet?
Yeah, but here's the thing. You cannot criticize Victor.
Enter Marco.
Marco, what are you doing here? I thought you went to Milan.
I did. Things are very tense. It feels like a fight could break out any minute. People are taking to the streets, protesting against Victor Emmanuel.
Finally.
Honey, your father nearly got thrown in jail for speaking out. I don't want anything to do with that anymore.
We want to use your vineyard as a staging ground for supplies.
Oh, absolutely.
No way.
We have
That's
to help.
suicide.
So you've decided to leave and now you're asking for my help? Those days are over. I don't want trouble coming here. We stick with grapes.
Mom, this could bring us together.
Stay out of this. We can take up a collection of bandages and shirts, but nothing more. You take them back and we'll work in pairs.
You want me to work with him? He boils his horns.
Oh, I could choke on your ragu.
We're gonna have to get past this.
Why should we stick out our own necks? We've had trouble enough.
Who cares what happened in Milan? They're not from here.
What about me? I was the captain of our Florentine kickball team.
You know what? You're not our leader anymore. We don't have to do what you say.
That's right.
Villager 1,
And Marco.
grapple.
Marco gets a cut. It bleeds.
Enough!
Let me see that. Petra stanches the blood with a handkerchief she's sewn in the Italian tricolor.
Put that away right now. Those colors are dangerous.
You're a partisan?
It doesn't matter where you're from. You're not getting anywhere if you keep fighting amongst yourselves. You fight where you were planted, where your roots have grown. The chapel on the hillside that each Sunday calls you home. Savage as a boar, you'll defend your hometown places while 8 long months of winter carve lines on all your faces. Let us set our differences aside. Like 4 trees joined to make one sledge, bound without a single nail. They bear their load along a ledge, strong where each alone would fail.
You can't lead us. You're just a girl.
I will wave our banner just as high as any man, proud to be my mother's daughter. I can lead a rally, move a cannon, yes I can blow on a spark to make it harder. Till north, south, east, west, fly the same flag. Like 4 trees joined to make one sledge, bound without a single nail. They bear their load along the steepest ledge, strong where each alone would fail. Petra gingerly lays her mother's hand on the sledge. Lend your hand to the sledge. Lay your burden down tonight and let me lead us to the edge, strong from where our hands unite.
Enter Joseph, ready to leave.
Where are you going?
I'm getting her the horns.
Things have changed, Joseph. We need you here. Look around you. We share so much wealth, growing vineyards, crystal waters, and good health. Go if you must. Stay if you can.
A man must make his choices.
The choices make the man. Choices make you. They make and shape you. Choices push you. They push and stretch and break you. Choices, choices. They take you places you can't plan. I won't regret my choices because they make me who I am. I work the land. I should reap what I sow, but every month he takes half of what I grow. He doesn't earn it. He profits off my sweat. I don't get many choices when I'm always in debt. Choices make you. They make and shape you. Choices push you. They push and stretch and break you. Choices, choices. They take you places you can't plan. I won't regret my choices because they make me who I am.
You're not a revolutionary.
What should I do? I see injustice everywhere. Avert my eyes, say not my cross to bear. Or use my voice and take a stand. Tell Victor that we're taking back our land. Choices make you. They make and shape you. Choices push you. They push and stretch and break you. Choices, choices. They take you places you can't plan. I won't regret my choices because they make me who I am. Choices make you. They make and shape you. Choices push you. They push and stretch and break you. Choices, choices. They take you places you can't plan. I won't regret my choices because they made me who need you most.
I'm doing the right thing. For Mom. Joseph hugs Petra and his mom goodbye. Joseph,
And Lucia,
travel up the mountain towards Gran Paradiso.
how do they survive up here? How do they stay alive up here? I can barely even breathe up here. How do they survive?
He's king of the Alps. This great white vastness is his mountain fastness. Pay your respects to the king of the Alps, who stands on the ice, at home in the snow, where hunters can't go.
An ibex appears in the distance.
There he is.
The ibex flees.
Never threaten an ibex. You've been warned. If he feels threatened, he'll gore you with his horns.
But how?
I'll answer your question before you even think to ask it. Either listen to me or go down the mountain in a casket.
Every time we get close, he jumps off of a cliff. I can't feel my nose, and my clothes are frozen stiff. Where's the preserve? We're not even warm.
And we're running out of food in the middle of a storm.
Back in the vineyard, Petra.
And a group of villagers.
Meets secretly with Marco. Skirmishing has started in the streets. Barricades are springing up everywhere.
Petra passes him bandages, baskets of food, and shirts that she's sewn from the sledge. Take these to your people in Milan.
Too dangerous.
Tell them the women of Piedmont have their back.
How long will we survive down here? How do we stay alive down here? We're fighting every day down here. We're fighting to survive.
I know the mountain pass like the back of my hand. Slipping in and out fast, flipping ibex for a grand. Be the greatest guy in Piedmont with the biggest horse to prove it. Move it!
How long will we survive down here? How do we stay alive down here? We're fighting every day down here. We're fighting to survive.
I can grow into a man, they descend, I attack, there's no turning back! Gran Paradiso comes into view. A great many ibex, wild, free, and awe-inspiring. Joseph,
And Lucia.
observe the guards. The preserve is fenced off to keep the ibex in.
Should we run now?
No, shh, wait.
Okay.
The head guard,
Shows two other guards.
a wanted poster with a picture of a bearded vulture and a large reward for its demise.
Lucia,
And Joseph.
run behind their backs, trying to rope the ibex, but the agile ibex elude them.
If it hunts ibex, Victor says kill it. He'll pay for every predator we smite.
I'll get the full amount he's allotted for the bounty by shooting every blasted thing inside.
Look at that birdie circling above, gracefully soaring, smooth as a dove. Looks are deceiving, he'll peck out your eye. Goodbye, bearded vulture, goodbye. Goodbye, bearded vulture, goodbye.
Next on the list, moving on to the lynx. They strike in the night and eat ibex, methinks. Aim at his head and wait till he blinks. Goodbye, brother lynx, goodbye. Goodbye, brother lynx, goodbye.
What do we do now, boss? There's none left. Looking for links, but so far I've found none of it. Killing of cats for the fun of it.
Pick off the tabbies, the Burmese and Siamese. Fry up their liver with mint and papaya, please.
Don't care what I should look like, I should a ton of it.
Killing off cats for the fun of it.
Every cat I shoot, I feel a rush of freedom.
Frees me from the traumas of my path.
My father told me if you kill him, you should eat him.
This cat tastes like us.
Kittens are limping behind the tree line.
Tickle their whiskers and finish off the feline.
Long as it meows, there's no reason to quit.
Don't have to be smart, just put my gap at it.
That way. No, your other left.
My bag is so packed, no more fur gonna fit. Killing off cats.
Why did we do that?
Let's just say congrats and be done with it.
The Ibex have eluded Joseph.
And Lucia, who have so far eluded detection.
Wait till nightfall.
That evening,
Joseph.
and Lucia wait in a makeshift blind near the floor of the preserve. One more of these goddamn June bugs. Don't shush me. Oh, give me a warm bed and a stiff drink.
Shut up.
Lucia sucks on a sugar cube. Is there something in my tea?
Look.
A baby ibex approaches, cute and fragile, the size of a small goat.
An adult ibex follows behind.
Joseph sneaks around and waits for when the baby ibex is hidden. He scoops up the ibex and stuffs it in a burlap sack. Got him! His yell spooks the other ibex.
Lucia and Joseph attempt to catch the other ibex.
Hey, who's there?
Grab its leg.
Over here.
Shouldn't we get out of here?
Grab its leg. Together.
They tie up the other ibex.
Poachers. Guard shoots at them and misses. Other guards approach from below.
Come on. They abandon the blind with the ibex. Joseph.
And Lucia outpace the bumbling guards. Lucia fires a parting shot.
Wounding a guard in the leg.
Joseph.
And Lucia run.
After a moment, they rest behind a tree. You idiot! They would have let us go, but you had to shoot them?
They were shooting at us first.
Now they'll come after me for sure.
Don't look at me.
It needs to suckle. Get the milk.
Lucia gets the milk. Well, it's gone bad. I told you we shouldn't have stayed in the nasty, mosquito-infested, godforsaken treehouse.
Joseph searches in his sack for something.
Not my sugar.
Joseph mixes cubes of sugar with water and gets the baby ibex to drink out of a metal bowl. Joseph is so exhausted that he falls asleep.
I mean, how do you expect me to hike without sugar for my tea? Joseph? Goodness sake!
That night at the vineyard,
Petra.
and Giovanna are hauling rocks to the first terrace on the hill.
Uniforms and bandages are piled on the sledge.
I don't think I can haul another rock.
It's okay, look at this. We'll have another half a row.
I'm taking a rest.
We just need 20 more.
Marco enters. They've taken back Milan.
No.
We couldn't last more than a few days against Claudio. There's just too many of them. I got out, but many weren't so lucky.
Sometimes I think we fight the same fights every generation, like the seasons. Nothing ever changes.
No, Mom, keep the faith. A prayer isn't over until we've said amen. A concerto until its last cadenza.
Our story isn't finished, 'cause I've just picked up the pen to bring freedom to Roma and Firenze. So north, south, east, west, fly the same flag.
Four trees join to make one sledge, bound without a single nail. They bear their load along the steepest sledge, strong where each alone would fail.
You may have to fight this next fight on your own, Petra.
Of course, Mom, don't worry.
Petra, she needs a doctor.
I know.
Lucia
And Joseph.
are hiking with their
Ibex, Sugar.
And Bordeaux through the mountain pass to Switzerland.
Sugar has gotten stuck in the deep snow.
And Joseph is kneeling to help him. Come on, Sugar, lift your leg. I know, I'm cold too.
Just grab him.
I can't, he's stuck.
So, what are you gonna do with the money from the horns? Nice or Provence? I hear Nice has gorgeous beaches. Knock, knock.
The horns are for my mom.
I don't think so. Your mom can't pay diddly squat.
She needs them.
A need is relative. See, I really need a pied-à-terre with an endless supply of meat and Bordeaux for the rest of my life. Ah, Bordeaux. I like the sound of that.
She needs them or she's gonna get real sick.
Family's such a hassle. Wait, you mean we're not selling the horns? You promised we'd split the dough, and I'm not going along with that.
You can sell all his other parts. And you're not going anywhere if sugar can get out of this snow pile. Sugar-free. Joseph free sugar. Catch up.
We'll talk about Bordeaux later. Are we there yet? Lucia goes on ahead of them.
Joseph finds a cairn of stones he made with his dad along the trail. He places a stone atop it. I didn't want to be a smuggler, but you made me go through it. You hiked me up the mountain till I proved I could do it. Remember competing to haul the heaviest sled. All I have are memories now that you're...
Gina enters, interrupting his reverie. She wears trousers, a feathered cap, a necktie, smokes a pipe, bare muscular arms, a rifle slung casually over her shoulder. She's a 19th century queer Han Solo. Joseph BERARD!
My God, Gina!
They embrace. Last time you were here, you were like this big.
It must have been 7 or 8.
Oh, you look just like your father. A little skinnier. How is Albert? Does he still do 50 kilometers in 2 days without stopping?
He died a few years back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that reminds me. Gina takes out a necklace. It is the heart bone of an ibex. He would have wanted you to have this.
The heart bone. I remember him wearing this.
Yes, for protection.
How did this end up with you?
You know how your father was, always leaving something along the trail for the next guy.
Joseph puts the talisman around his neck. Thank you, Gina.
Lucia enters.
With the ibex.
The ibex. Your letter was quite optimistic. Let me see their teeth.
They've eaten lots of sugar.
Gina examines sugar. I'm sorry, this one's weak. The buyer's not going to pay full price. I might have to cut off its leg.
What about Bordeaux? I need his horns, but you can sell the rest. Hairballs, heartbone.
Gina examines Bordeaux. The St. Gallen Hiking Club would be excited to add this one to their herd.
What?
Oh yeah, they'll feed him and nurse him back to health. 500 for both.
500.
Oh, whoa. I need to talk to you for a second. Who is this lady?
I told you, she's a friend of my father.
I don't trust her.
You don't need to. Trust me.
You lied to me. Why bother? You said we'd take their flesh and horns. She wants to take them alive.
You'll get an even split. 50-50 each.
You said this was the way to go. I groaned and bruised and bled. We should sell their flesh and horns. We'd make more if they were dead.
So?
Take sugar, cut up Bordeaux.
No.
Or else you're on your own. Either take my offer or you hike back alone.
Take sugar, we keep Bordeaux.
This kid is not as valuable as a female they can breed. Can you come back and bring me what I need? They'll pay more for a mom.
A mom?
Agreed.
Today, rice and salt. Tomorrow, bigger plans. Be the biggest guide in Piedmont if you give me the chance.
This is your chance. This is your chance.
Okay. Godspeed.
Gina takes sugar.
Lucia counts the money.
Night falls.
A campfire.
They're drunk. To you!
To me.
To making all this money.
Which belongs to me. There was a farmer in the dell who flirted with the ladies. Told him about 2 of my friends, named Bess and Sadie. Their eyes are big and black and white, skin is soft as silk. Run to you whenever you ring your fresh milk. 'Cause the
Two brown cows, two brown cows, two brown cows on a hill, chew their cud in snow and mud.
two brown cows cannot tell. Ha! One big buck, one big buck, one big buck for the kill.
He can hear you. Look in his eyes.
You're starting to care about them? You've had too much to drink.
Of course not. I'm in this for the money, just like you.
Yeah. See you in the morning, softy. See you on the butcher block.
Joseph sits alone with Bordeaux at the dying campfire embers. The stars. Joseph finds the cairn of stones he built with his father. I hiked the mountain pass just like you told me, told some white lies along the way. Now I'm left with what Lucia sold me. Did I make a deal or make a mistake? Am I a smuggler for real or a fake, trying anything to stand out in a crowd? Dad, did I make you proud? This necklace is the final thing you gave me. Its hollows and ridges knew your touch. I believe this talisman could save me. You said the heart bone would protect you. You wore it round your neck, Dad. Why didn't it protect you? You ever check? 'Cause I don't have the faith that you avowed. Dad, can I still make you proud? Success shouldn't taste so bitter. Why did seeing GINA make me cry? She knew you better than I ever did. I was just a kid. What would you tell me now? Nighttime holds no answers, only questions. Smells like rain is on the way. If every raindrop is predestined, doesn't matter what I choose or just come down a chance. If we starve along the trail, fail or get to France, tomorrow might deliver sun or cloud. The farther that I go, only the mountain will ever know. Dad, will I make you proud? I don't trust her, Bordeaux. But I like you. Last week I would have shot you, no second thoughts. Hunting your horns, that's the rite of passage. Anyone could bag a chamois, but Ibex, that's the mark of a true hunter. But we're bound together, you and I. Without you, these mountains have no music in them. They're just silent, frozen rocks. Even if I kill you, I don't trust her not to run away with your horns. And I just don't want to kill you. I'm sorry, Bordeaux. This is for your own good. Joseph takes out a saw. Stay still. Shh. He begins to saw off a chunk of Bordeaux's horns.
Back in the family hut, Petra,
is in council with Marco.
We'll stockpile food and goods here. If we need to, we can send them by night, along our father's pass. No one knows about it but us.
Yes, ma'am.
That way, we'll be ready for the next spark.
Joseph,
And Lucia.
I'm Bordeaux.
come down the mountain back home. So, it'll be just like we left it.
There's a nick in his horns. What happened? Wait, I don't even know.
I'll make up the difference.
You better.
I'll be right back. Joseph enters the family hut.
Joseph! Oh, you look terrible.
Yeah. He sees the supplies piled on the sled. Yeah, well, what's this?
Vineyard by day, staging area by night.
He removes the vial of crushed ibex horn from his pocket. This is for Mom.
You did it. I just hope it's not too late. The doctor says it's consumption. Petra.
Takes Joseph.
To Giovanna's bedside. She has a painting of the Virgin Mary in a window looking onto her vineyard.
Mom.
Sweetie, you didn't take any shortcuts this time, did you?
No, Mom. I got you the horns. Take these. Joseph mixes the ground up horns with water and sugar.
He gives her the mixture to drink. Thank you. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah, you can be fine.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be this bad. We gotta get you out of here.
Look at the terrace we've been building. You know, she's right. One day, grapes will grow up and down the whole hill. On one craggy inch where nothing would grow, I planted my very first vine. They said you're wasting your seed, there's not even a weed there. But I dreamed of grapes that would one day make wine. So I dug and I planted the last week of summer as friends danced at revels below. When the first frost killed everything off, they said I should have quit long ago. What drove me to stay as friends drifted away was the dream I held in my hand, a pride in the land, pride in the land. If its message could reach us, I know it would teach us pride in the land. My friends left the village for jobs in the city, earned money and all it could get, wiped the dirt off their feet onto the street like the past they'd rather forget. But what drove me to stay as friends moved away was the dream I held in my hand, a pride in the land, pride in the land. If its message could reach us, I know it would teach us pride in the land.
Can forsake us, starve and neglect us. Struggling together connects us.
I'd rather die in a place where we know how to live.
Mom!
Where gully and glacier and mountain and crag form a sermon that few understand. Its message will reach you. I know it will teach you. Pride in the land. Don't talk.
Joseph reunites.
With Lucia. Kid. Sorry for your loss. So let's get to it. Now we kill and cut off its horns.
I can't do that.
What are you talking about?
Ibex are a part of the land. We kill them, we kill ourselves.
Stop being so sentimental. We had a deal.
The deal's off.
You're letting your feelings go over your head. You've lost your nerve. I'll do it.
No. If there's one thing my parents taught me, it's to stand up for my principles.
Principles? You still think your dad had principles?
He lost 2 fingers saving me and Petra from starvation.
Oh, that's what he told you. No, Joseph. Your father was the warden at Victor's Preserve. Did quite well for himself overseeing all the guards, except the Ibex he was tasked to protect started disappearing one by one. Your father sold them to smugglers on the side. A complete betrayal. Victor was so mad he ordered 2 of your fingers cut off so he could never shoot a rifle again. And that's how your father ended out of work, unable to provide for his family, and a very alone winter of 1835.
You're lying.
Maybe. If your father would have kept his job, your mother would have not gotten so sick. She might still be alive. But no, he was too selfish, just like you.
How dare you? I should never trusted you.
Probably not. Way to go. What a way to go. You've given me no choice. Pulls a gun on Bordeaux.
No! Take my money.
What?
Just take it.
Lucia takes the money and counts it. The world is full of cruelty, Joseph. And the only question is how much you're willing to tolerate.
Leave us alone. Joseph returns to his family hut.
Petra sits quietly with Giovanna's rosary.
3 fingers? Your mom spoon-fed me that lie since I was a kid.
Joseph, I didn't know, not really. I only heard whispers. And Mom made me swear to keep quiet. She said you deserved good memories. Mom wanted to forget. After a while, I think she actually believed her own story. Wasn't it better that way?
What else are you hiding from me?
I'm not hiding anything. We're at the vineyard every day from dawn until dusk, building the terraces. See for yourself.
Bordeaux Wondersy.
Get out of here, Bordeaux. Your horns don't work.
They do work. It was just too little too late.
If you weren't so busy stacking stones, maybe you would have noticed something was wrong.
I don't remember you coming in to check on us.
I was getting Mom what she needed. I was providing for this family.
You want to talk about providing for this family? You think climbing a mountain and shooting something makes you a man? You think it's noble? I'll tell you what it is. It's cowardice. Because you're not brave enough to stay here and confront the truth.
The truth is that the horns don't fucking work. We've been killing them for nothing.
Bordeaux nuzzles Joseph.
Hey.
I couldn't save Mom, but maybe I can save Bordeaux. Find him a home where he'll be safe.
Our home is here. And it's beautiful.
CLAUDIO
And the royal guards?
enter town.
And confront Petra.
The villagers gather around Petra.
What are you doing here?
Clearing out your vineyard.
What?
I know what you've been doing. Victor has eyes and ears everywhere. Guards!
Wait, Claudia. Listen to me. You've eaten our grapes and drunk our wine. Maybe you think you're doing well collecting our rent, but you're just like us, one step away from the edge. One day Victor will come for you too.
Joseph and Bordeaux enter.
I don't have fingers to spare, Petra.
We have your back. It's as a village that we live or die.
Guard! Lower your...
One of the guards sees Joseph with Bordeaux. Hey, I know him. Poacher. The guard fires at Joseph. Misses him.
An exchange of gunfire ensues between the peasants and the guards.
Marco is felled.
Marco! Petra rallies the villagers and leads them forward.
The King of the Alps.
The talisman Dad gave me was nothing but a lie. If he'd been a better father, Mom would not have had to die. I believed in a tradition that was never really true. Now all I've got is a brand new reason why we need pride in the land.
Then help me defend it.
Pride in the land.
We need a new general.
Its message has reached me. I'm watching it teach me.
You don't understand. Choices make you. They make and shape you. Choices push you. They push
Its
and stretch and break
message
you.
has reached
Choices,
me.
choices.
I'm
You're
watching
taking it too
it
far.
teach me.
You'll regret your choices that clash with who you are.
I'm not a stupid farm boy. I caught a new ambition. I may have lost my dad, but I still have our tradition. I promise, Gina,
That you'd bring me what I need.
We'll lay a clever trap and watch him bleed.
should I even try this rescue mission? Dad, can I still make you proud?
Choices make you. They make and shape you. Choices push you. They push and stretch and break. No choices, choices. They take you places you can't plan. I won't regret my choices because they make me who I am. Choices make me. They make and shape you. Choices push you.
Say the Ibex, now I understand. All the tales Mom told me, no turning back.
I won't regret my choices.
Won't regret my choices.
Won't regret my choices.
Bordeaux is shot in the crossfire.
'Cause they make me who I am.
Inside Gina's bachelor pad, there's a bear shag rug on the floor, a desk piled with letters. The place is messy, but effortlessly chic.
Lucia's chilling. So, do you want to know what happened to Bordeaux? Do you want to know what happened to Bordeaux? Yes, you do. I owe you nothing. Woo! Lucia takes a piss behind the curtain. Okay, let's talk about me. The Ibex trade's heating up, and I've been getting in on the game. I hooked up with GINA. She's a connector with many correspondents at the hub of great big wheel of smugglers and scammers, mavericks and bandits, a gossip with legs of steel.
Enter Gina. Welcome to my little mountaintop chateau where I can keep an eye on both sides of the border. While your friends Joseph and Bordeaux are licking their wounds and Petra's drawing new recruits to her fight, Victor's starting to think he can use these uppity peasants for his own ends.
Enter Victor Emmanuel II. His skills consist of reading the newspaper, riding his horse, and having a great mustache. You don't need your own land. You need one strong king to mold you into a state.
Men.
Victor,
Addresses a crowd of villagers.
we're divided into like 7 different fiefdoms. But if I was in charge of us all, I'd build a network of railways with Rome at the source, spend an hour on a train, not a day on a horse. Our farmers are isolated, doing manual labor, but the train will help our villages befriend. We'll never be a nation until we know our neighbor. It's a means to an end. Oh, what a glorious ascend. Our people's got the right to be free on one condition. You're all ruled by me. Don't tell me you're from Padua, Lombardy, or Rome. There's only one great nation I'd be proud to call home. Our people's got the right to be free from the tip of the Alps to the Adriatic Sea.
With all my strength, with all my life, I want it more.
There's only one great nation we're proud to call home.
Petra addresses a crowd of her followers.
Don't give up your power to a man who claims to represent. Let me ask you, is that truly his intent? I don't think so. He's driven by greed.
Go home! Let the leaders take the lead. Our people's got the right to be free from the tip of the Alps to the Adriatic Sea.
We'll be victorious as a team. A vineyard in each village is my dream. We want it more, 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 more. We want it more, 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 more. We want it more, 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 more. We want it more, more. We want it more, 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 more. We want it more, more.
Who wants me? Who wants me
More,
more, more.
more, more,
We want it more,
more, more.
Oh, yeah.
They say our different states cannot be one. Little Piedmont is too small. All we need is one small stone.
You can't move a stone alone.
To make bigger stones fall. Our people's got the right to be free
I want
from
it
the tip
more.
of the Alps to the Adriatic Sea.
With all my
We are not from
strength,
Padua,
with all my
Lombardy, or
life,
Rome.
I want it
There's only one great nation we're proud to call home. Should circumstances warrant, I'll make enemy my friend.
That's abhorrent.
No, that depends, 'cause if Piedmont lifts me up, Italy shall ascend. We're a means, we're a means, I'm a means.
Victor loses his bid to consolidate power, but when his son Augusto is killed in battle,
We
kick them out.
I lost my son.
well, he uses that sob story to tighten his grip.
4 villages and 72 goats. This game is played with popes and queens. I will rule behind the scenes, the puppet master with the means. To the end. He's got the right to be free.
Joseph,
I'm Bordeaux.
hike through the mountains towards Gran Paradiso Ibex Preserve. On his back, Joseph carries a wooden box trap.
Bordeaux walks slowly with a bandage wrap around his foreleg.
Oh, it's not my fault you're struggling. You could have stayed home, but you jumped the fence. Joseph,
Gives Bordeaux a treat.
Joseph spots a metal pail hidden behind a rock at the entrance to a cave. Joseph tips the pail. Boxes of ammo spill out. Oh, competition. I thought I was the only one who knew about this pass. Joseph stomps the ammo. Let's go.
Bordeaux lingers at the ammo for a moment, nudging them with his head. Takes one in his mouth.
Don't eat it! This is your problem. You're not afraid of nothing. You just follow your nose. Is it a good life? Is it?
Bordeaux won't move.
Joseph takes off the trap and begins to set it up. Now, this is a favorable spot. Cave like this, females come to give birth. Same place every year, one short week in June. And the newborns are easy to catch. God, you must think I'm a monster. GINA found me a buyer who can keep you, not kill you. Who wants to build you a herd. But for that, we need a female that can breed. You understand me? Forgive me for what I'm about to do. Joseph sets food in the trap. We'll come back tomorrow. The trap clangs shut.
A bedraggled, mud-covered covered Lucia limps on the stage, dragging the trap behind one leg. God almighty, what is wrong with you? Oh, I take it all back. I regret everything I said about your dad. Porto, you were the sweetest and kindest.
What are you doing here?
Selling vegetables got old. Rutabagas don't get you laid. Get me out of here.
Good luck.
Wait. Look what I have. Lucia removes a rucksack from her bag.
2 baby ibex pop out. They're near to newborns, slick with their mother's milk and unsteady on their feet.
How old are those?
5 days.
Where's the mom?
I don't have the mom, but this one's a girl, I think. Take it or leave it, just get me out of this trap.
Don't mind if I do. Joseph snatches them back and starts to run away.
With the 2 baby ibex, but the 2 baby ibex escape and cower by Lucia.
Joseph tries to grab him.
They run back to Lucia.
Joseph encourages Bordeaux. Yeah, that's right. You grab him.
Bordeaux fails to encourage them away from Lucia.
Oh no. I didn't ask for friends. Damn it. Bond with him. Bond with the tree. I'm not good with attachment. Lucia hops away, knocking off a rock. It falls, and then another one, and another.
What's that?
Nothing.
An accelerating avalanche begins.
Joseph!
If I let you free, you help me take those 2 to GINA. You don't touch Bordeaux.
I need a 40% cut.
A boulder slams near Lucia's head. You're not in a position to negotiate.
Fine.
They shake on it. He releases Lucia from the trap.
They make off with the 2 baby ibex before the ledge on which they're standing collapses.
Petra confers with her second in command.
The Sardinian, in the rebel headquarters. They wear militaristic red uniforms. In the background, rolled up maps and other uniforms.
Are you sure it's not a ruse?
Victor's forces are on the retreat. I told you, don't mess with us Sardinians.
Then we should go home. I didn't defend my grapes just for someone else to pick them.
What are you talking about? The whole South's behind you, waiting on your command. There's nothing stopping us from going all the way to Rome.
I just want to harvest our grapes in peace.
We're too big for that now. He opens the window. A large crowd cheers outside. Come on in here. The Sardinian lets in.
A Lombard. He salutes. He's so nervous. He knocks something over.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. What can I do for you?
Tell her what you told me.
You start.
Before you came, I never thought somebody'd need us.
Before you came, I never thought a lady lead us. Claudio mistreated us like cogs in a machine.
Unacknowledged and unseen, no one knew my name. But when you came, I learned to dream again. I learned to dream. I learned to dream. I learned to dream again.
I'm just 18, and they think I'm Joan of Arc. Frankly, I'm still in the dark, but what to do or say, it's come so far. It's a miracle I made it with this movement I've created. Why not call it a day? I'm not a military genius, a savior or a saint, a general I ain't. Sometimes I think fondly to the way things were before they came. I fought with people who had erased me before they came. I never worried they'd betray me. I worked the land and loved the land and knew it should be ours. Never dreamed it'd go this far, power that I claimed. But when they came, I had to dream again. I had to dream. I had to dream. I had to dream again.
If we don't march on Rome, Victor will get there first and crush it. And your dream of a vineyard in every village? Poof!
We could be killed.
Worse, excommunicated.
Why should the Romans listen to me?
Cause your heart's gravel, dirt, dust, and gravel. Got a willingness to travel to the other side. God-fearing, faithful to your rearing.
mountains are your home. You're a gift from God, we were happy to receive it. Don't tell me now you didn't mean it.
Did I mean it?
Before you came, only a couple folks would listen before you came.
Our movement's strongest voice was missing. I needed you to prove your faith in me was strong. You moved the fight along, our hope was rearranged. But when you came, I learned to dream again.
I learned to dream.
I learned to dream.
I learned to dream.
I learned to
I learned to
dream again. 'Cause now I see wherever hungry peasants be is home.
So we'll leave in the morning?
Yeah. This is all happening too fast.
Nonsense. Everybody loves you.
Petra prays for guidance.
Gina joins.
A crowd of Romans in a bar.
So Petra and Victor are heading to Rome, where things are feeling tense. Everybody wonders who the Pope will support. He's sitting on the fence.
Salute!
A rumble is coming, rumble is coming, rumble is coming,
Yeah! Victor's got the north, Petra's got the south. Sit back, relax, see how this one plays out.
Enter Victor.
I'm the Pope.
Round one.
All we need is Rome.
Rome is independent. Go home.
My troops are down the street.
From the city of God, will you sack the Vatican?
Will I sack the Vatican? You can say that again.
Excuse me, I have mastered it. God bless your soul.
Cold shoulder, he got the cold shoulder. Looking mad that the Pope won't roll over. Thought he could bully his way right on by us. Guess what? Round one to Pope Pius. Round two.
Petra,
And her followers.
try to get in to see the Pope.
You can't go in there.
Ooh, what you gonna do?
He'll hear us. Victor says he'll lead us. That man is just a snake. Cares only about himself and trophies he can take. I go to chapel every Sunday. Learn to the prayers you teach in Rome.
Ave Maria.
With gratitude I come here.
Gratia plena.
With a prayer all my own. Ave Maria. Let every Roman cast her ballot. Let every person raise their voice. If you just sign this proclamation, every person gets a choice. Choices.
Denied, Petra's denied. Doesn't like either of them, what'll he decide? Good luck persuading the man on the dais. Guess what? Round two to Pope Pius. What's next? He speaks.
Both sides have come to me with their requests.
Is this another one of his publicity stunts?
I have meditated on God's will, and my decision is to be communicated next week.
The
Pope hunts. Rumble is coming, 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 rumble is coming. Yeah, amen.
Petra tries to reassure her followers and the crowd. Listen, Victor and the Pope may be more powerful than us, but we know more about faith than they ever will.
That doesn't help us persuade him.
Maybe he's not the one who needs persuading. The Pope isn't the one who picks the grapes.
Joseph,
And Lucia.
with their 2 kids still bonded to Lucia,
Approach the Swiss border. Sorry we had to take a longer route to get around the avalanche. Worst part's over, though. We'll get to GINA soon enough. I bet it's not even guarded.
Enter Forst Inspector Freedman MUNCHLEITER. Who's there?
This is why I prefer my father's pass. Hi, how are you? We're friends.
Permit. We have increased border security because of the peasant uprising.
Peasant uprising? Good for her.
Sucks for us.
Oh, permit. Oh, how about a drink? You must be tired from stamping papers all
And
day.
you must be stupid if you think I'd fall for that. 300 francs.
Hi. Where should I put these?
Listen, you're doing a good job keeping us ruffians out.
Nothing less than excellence will do. I serve my country with pride.
I see that.
What your country needs is what we got. Show her.
Lucia opens the 2 rucksacks.
2 baby ibex heads poke out.
Cute. I have heard of these stone foxes, but in Switzerland we have rules.
Then we'll go around.
There is no other way.
Joseph plucks a flower growing on a tree. He blows it into the wind. Does it need a permit to get from here to there?
Sir, stand back.
Come on, Bordeaux. They make a break for it across the border. Flowers don't need teaching when the springtime comes. Yeah, the petals know how to bloom. You don't need instruction for your legs to run. Yeah, you kicked since you were in the womb. We'll run to a place where we'll do as we please, and we don't need some jerk to approve. We were born free, let's live free. We don't need permission to move. Let's move. Let's move. Joseph,
Lucia.
Bordeaux.
run through the countryside. Joseph leaves a gift for the guards.
he left Pila for our cookout.
It's tasty. We're indebted.
Slip right past the lookout like no big deal.
So intrepid.
breaking every
Rule, he's such a lawless guy.
I like him and I don't know why. Can't we just give him a pass?
9.
There's something about her eyes, so she doesn't give an inch. The thought of hanky-panky gets me flustered.
No.
If you weren't so provincial, it wouldn't make you flinch. I wouldn't mind getting busted. Yeah, we'll run to a place and we'll play as we please. Don't need some judge to approve. You were born free, so let's live free. We don't need permission to move. Let's move.
Let's move. Stop! I could let you in, but I will need to keep the kids under observation for 3 weeks.
Could you keep me under observation instead?
Forst Inspector Freedman MUNCHLEITER shows a cage. We have cages in their size. It is metallic and threatening.
No.
Don't be a fool. The only other way is the Devil's Ravine. Men have died in that gap.
Then our last view will be a great one.
They climb up towards the perilous Devil's Ravine.
Petra organizes the Roman peasants.
It's not just jumping over fences, not tearing down walls, not just crossing the borders they keep.
Romans vote with your feet.
If you get freedom, you can't use it all till you give yourself permission to leave.
You really are crazy.
We were born free, let's live free. We don't need permission to move.
Let's move.
Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Joseph,
And
plan, Lucia?
Make it across Devil's Ravine.
To Gina's bachelor pad. What took you so long?
Trouble at the border.
Oh, you have a hard time with the gendarmes?
No, Forest Inspector MUNCHLEITER.
Frida.
Forest Inspector Frida MUNCHLEITER reappears stamping papers at the border.
Stamp my papers, Frida. There's a lady at the border with luxurious hands, stamping papers for passport control. With a coil of jet black hair beneath her cap, she's a thief who doesn't see who she stole. I would take her away on a dashing Palomino. Yes, I take her away to a hideout only we know. When the moon rises, there would be no escape from Frida, Lady of the Mountain Lake. We'd cut through the red tape.
Forest Inspector Frida MUNCHLEITER flirtatiously licks a stamp. You need to be searched for contraband.
There are borders I'd cross without a second thought, and some I'd leave alone.
The vision disappears. Buyer will be happy with these once they're strong enough, but you gotta raise them up first.
I don't know if I'm the right person.
It's easy, milk to mouth. Gina hands him a bottle of milk.
Joseph beckons to the two.
A 5-day-old Ibex.
Come on. Come here. It's only milk. It won't hurt you. Small sip. Long horns. Big strong bones. Let me convert you. Come on. Don't make a stink. Why don't you drink? Bordeaux, my closest friend, take the lead. Lead by example. Don't walk away. You'll get a herd. You'll get a home. If we can raise them. But you don't even blink. Oh, why don't you drink? I don't have good examples, but I'll raise you best I can. The man I thought my father was makes me a better man, a better man.
Lucia enters with a nurse goat. A goat all set to nurse. She's not your mom, but she's related. Okay, she's slightly worse, but her fresh milk will keep you sated. What's with that look? I see the link. Why don't you drink? I don't like to get attached, but that does not affect them. They startle at the slightest noise and think that I'll protect them. Why do they trust me? No one should trust me, but still they cling to me.
Better man.
They cling to me.
A better man.
Get away from me!
The Ibex retreat, then return.
I killed your mom!
We don't set good examples, but we'll raise you best we can.
I
I didn't want to get attached, but I'll help now that I am.
But I won't be here forever. You gotta go.
The baby ibex wandered toward the nurse goat.
We're right here on the brink with these two brown cows on a hill. Why don't we drink?
Gina enters. There's a problem. The St. Gallen Hiking Club found a seller who offered a lower price.
You said you had this taken care of.
I told you we shouldn't trust her. Who was it? I'll kick his ass.
Don't worry, I'll have another buyer lined up.
You trust these people?
They're well funded. Wild Park Peter and Paul, they have a herd of 7 already. The warden gave me a contract. Sign it.
Joseph signs it.
Give me that. Tear off the name so they don't know it was you. You know, technically it's illegal there too. Lucia tears off the slip with Joseph's name and pockets it. Returns the contract.
Let's see this park with our own eyes.
You do you. I'm out.
In St. Peter's Square, Victor
And his followers.
occupy one side.
Petra,
And her followers.
the other side. What's he up to now?
Looks like he's staging a secret ballot to incorporate Rome into Piedmont.
16 villages and 274 goats.
The only name on it is his.
Every Roman's got the right to be free from the tip of the Alps to the Adriatic Sea. We are not from Padua, Lombardy or Rome. There's only one great nation. We're proud to call home.
When Romans lift me up, Italy shall ascend.
We're a means, we're a means, we're a means.
If you can't beat him, join him.
No way.
You'll have more power as a part of his administration.
I want a vineyard in every village, not a strongman at the top.
Railways and factories are the future, Petra. You still want to pick grapes by hand in a bin?
How my mother taught me.
I just don't think you stand a chance.
Like 4 trees joined to make one sledge, bound without a single nail. They bear their load along the steepest ledge, strong where each alone.
Sir, King Victor, Italy is yours.
Would fail. Petra lays down her rifle and any other military accoutrement she's carried. She embarks for home.
Meanwhile, Joseph and Bordeaux enter Wild Park Peter and Paul.
The warden releases the ibex into a fenced-in meadow. The ibex venture cautiously inside.
Now that I've lost all my loyalist followers, how will they judge what I've done? There goes a loser, a has-been, a fool who couldn't complete what my mother'd begun. Land that I tended before we surrendered, give me the wisdom to heal. Welcome me home, welcome me home. Long time coming.
Too long you've lived with a rifle shot ringing and kin falling down for your eyes. Now all you'll hear is the sound of our singing at home after so many tries. Run free through the meadow, I won't have to stop you. You'll dance and you'll leap unafraid. We welcome you home, welcome you home. Long time coming.
Petra enters her vineyard. I'm so sorry I couldn't.
In her absence, the villagers have constructed terraces ascending midway up the vineyard so that half of the garden is planted.
We built you terraces.
You didn't have to do that.
It was the least we could do. Will you help us finish?
Petra accepts grapes from a villager.
Meanwhile, Joseph
And the warden.
watch the ibex play in their paddock.
We have nurse goats, shelter, outcroppings where they can safely give birth.
What did we do to deserve this?
You don't have to be a saint to do a good thing, Joseph. Most people aren't.
Petra goes to Giovanna's gravestone and lays a rose.
Hope that I carry that can't be defeated. You'll see the children born free. Welcome them home, welcome them home.
They'll know only sunshine. Sunshine and peace. Long time coming. Joseph,
And Petra.
reunite by Giovanna's gravestone. General Petra.
Joseph, I couldn't keep us together.
Yeah, but look what you did do.
And you still have all your fingers. What?
There's so many ibex I couldn't save.
I know, but Bordeaux has a home now. I thought that we wanted different things. Get the ibex and leave, grow the vineyard and stay. But at the end of the day, what we wanted is the same. To stay true to a way of life that's as fragile as the baby ibex in June.
They're not just fragile. They've survived for a long time. They've been hunted, sure, but we haven't managed to kill them off. And we won't. Not if I have anything to do with it. Brother?
And sister, embrace.
Lucia is chilling when there's a knock on the door. You don't need to knock, Gina. You live here.
Enter Forst Inspector Frieda Munchleiter. May I come in?
Frieda Munchleiter, what are you doing here?
Wildpack Peter and Paul recently received a shipment of stolen ibex. We've traced that shipment back to you, but then we reached a dead end.
I stick with sheep.
That's not what my sources tell me. Forst Inspector Frieda Munchleiter removes a slip of paper from her coat pocket. Flesh and horns of the ibex, best in all the Alps. Is that you?
I like the way you said that.
Well, you're going to be stuck here a very long time unless you tell me who you work with. Smuggling is illegal here, too.
Listen, Frieda, your government tried to do this the right way. They asked Victor if they could borrow ibex from his preserve. No surprise, he refused. They tried to breed ibex with goats, and I've had more luck fucking goat than they put the money up for, wink, wink, anything else that could help. I mean, what was I supposed to do?
Just give me your counterpart's name.
Frieda. I don't betray my friends, but sometimes I befriend my betrayers. You have beautiful eyes.
Please step back.
No one's here. No one will know. I'll tell you if you kiss me.
First Inspector Freedman MUNCHLEITER reluctantly, cautiously.
Kisses Lucia.
You taste like smoke.
They kiss again.
More passionately.
What will happen to him?
He'll be arrested, of course.
Lucia tries to disentangle herself when a slip of paper with Joseph's name on it then falls from her coat pocket.
First Inspector Freedman MUNCHLEITER picks it up. Joseph BERARD?
You must
The
swear.
peel-off guy?
Never tell!
No, you put me in an impossible position. I have sworn loyalty to my country above all.
Can an oath be more important than a promise of your heart? There are borders I'd cross without a second thought, and some I need your help.
First Inspector Freedman MUNCHLEITER rips the paper up.
And kisses Lucia passionately.
Inside the family hut. Thank you so much for coming to stay, Gina. It means a lot to me.
Gina bustles about at the stove. You're like family to me, too.
CLAUDIO.
And guards enter.
Joseph BERARD.
What's this?
You missed me?
You know the proclamation. Buying and selling Ibex is punishable by death. We're sticking with jail. You're welcome.
How did you find me?
Oh, Petra's Sardinian friend reminded me the BERARDs were smugglers. Hard scrabble, dirt, dust, and gravel, huh?
I knew I shouldn't trust him.
Well, now you're coming with us.
No. If you take me, Wild Part Peter and Paul will be finished.
You're tearing our family apart.
I'm just doing my job.
Enter Lucia. Stop!
Wait, what? You want to sell me rutabaga?
You got the wrong man. I roped him into it. He was just a stupid farm boy. One smuggler is as good as another. Nobody will know the difference.
What are you doing?
That was a noble speech.
Oh, she's right. Take them both.
No!
Guards tie up.
Joseph,
And Lucia.
like the roping up Ibex. I thought you had no principles. You said, pity gets you nowhere. This world is cruel and cold.
But the things that truly matter can't be bought or sold.
The guards drag them off.
Don't worry, Joseph. I'm taking this to the top.
Ibex heads cover the walls of
King Victor's palace. King Victor reads the newspaper.
CLAUDIO enters. About the name of your railway, sir, the Romans want to call it the Rome Rail. The Venetians insist the Venice line, and the Sardinians...
They'll spend more time fighting about what to call the railway than riding it. Leave me.
the dead Ibex heads.
Mock King Victor.
What was that? Shut up, my God, I'm losing my grip. I've crushed the revolution, roped in the Romans, made a state, and for this? No. No, don't you dare! What do you want? You're dead, I killed you, you don't get to speak. He tears the ibex horns from the wall in a self-destructive frenzy. Soon there are only a few ibex heads left and the portrait of his son. What's the difference between this head and that? I thought war was righteous, Augusto. But it didn't even work. You were my only son. In you we placed our trust. I sent you off to fight. Apologize, I must. Can you forgive me? I thought I had no choice but send you off to war. War secured my rise. It was a pack of lies. Slippery bedrock bound to crack. I'd do everything I have to have you back. Oh, my son, my son. I wanted one small stone to make big stones fall. You were that stone. Can I atone at all? Can you forgive me? I wanted one strong king. I got what I sought. But here's the damnedest thing. I don't know what I got. I was so strong I couldn't bend. But my strength was all pretend. There's no meaning to this. And just a train run down a track, I'd give everything I have to have you back. I'd give everything I have to have you back. Oh, my son, dear Augusto. The king comes to Petra's hut.
What are you doing here, Victor? Whose fingers are you here to cut off now?
That's not why I'm here. We've both lost more than enough. I'm out of Ibex.
So?
You know, conservation. It's like the modern thing. Maybe the Swiss are onto something. I need a favor.
You need a favor from me?
Look, my guards suck. They shoot everything that moves, so I want your brother to be my new warden.
My brother, who you just threw in prison? You want him to have our dad's job back?
I don't like poachers, and your brother knows that more than anyone. I'll make my enemy my friend, huh? Look, I feel bad. I'm the freaking king of Italy. I can do whatever I want. He turned me down. Can you talk to him? You're very convincing.
Maybe. But you gotta do something for me, Mr. King of Italy. Get Claudio off our back. Give us the land free and clear.
That's it? You just want a deed to the land?
That's all I ever wanted. Although I hear the church had a lot of land too, I don't think it would hurt to break it up.
The Pope's not going to like if I start giving away his stuff. Then again, the Pope's a dick.
So we have a deal?
You get your seeds.
Give me a seed and I'll grow a movement.
You already have.
The terraces in Petra's vineyard are nearly complete. Only one stone remains to be placed. The best rebuke for men like Victor is not for one of us to be stronger than him. It's for 1,000 of us to be louder than them.
The crowd cheers.
When my mom taught me to wait for the grapes to be ripe, I don't think she was talking about these crops. She was talking about the people willing to fight for them. Surrounded by her community, Petra places the last stone onto the topmost terrace. The vineyard stretches over the entire hill, green and thriving.
A young villager.
And their mom.
Find Petra.
I love your garden.
Sorry, we came all the way from Lombardy.
Can you teach me how to grow one too?
Well, you have to find the right spot and plant each seed really carefully.
Joseph enters.
Excuse me.
Thanks for the job, sis.
I hope you're grateful. I just got you and Lucia out of prison. So what now?
I'm the warden at Gran Paradiso.
You're staying?
I thought that I'd get out of here. Now I'm having second thoughts, landing with my feet on solid ground. I'll stay here and I'll make it, honor what's been taken, caring for the Ibex, make my father proud. I just want to do what's best for our family, the legacy we both share. I understood why you weren't with me as I wandered.
Now everyone will get a plot, profit from the grapes we got. They can earn a decent wage if I can teach them. All of us are better off when everybody eats enough. Helping everybody else is how I'll reach them. Gotta tell them what I know, wish I didn't have to go. Never thought I'd say this, but I've got to leave.
I'm just trying to do what's best for our family. The legacy we both share. Oh, how I wished that you'd come with me. And I wondered, I'll stay here as the warden.
Help them with their garden.
Honor our tradition.
And start something new.
Mom and Dad are proud of us, up there looking down on us, speaking through the Ibex, saying how we grew. We're just trying to do what's best for our family. The legacy we both share. Wherever I go, you're always with me. And I know you really care.
At Wild Park, Peter and Paul, Joseph's warden.
Bordeaux is majestic, a little slower moving, old for an ibex.
The baby ibex is now grown. The girl ibex has given birth to a new baby ibex. It stumbles forward.
The first ibex born on your watch.
Little P, feisty, just like you.
Shut up. How many have you smuggled now?
Ooh, that secret will never be told. Anyway, they have to get through Lucia first.
Smugglers lines up.
Outside the park gate.
Where Lucia, GINA, und Forst Inspector Freedman MUNCHLEITER examine the ibex.
Lucia looks in one's mouth. No. Stand over here.
It's got a cavity. They're such a sorry lot. We can't take them.
Come on!
Unless you let me help you. I'm the best border veterinarian in all the Alps. She needs some paste to exfoliate her teeth, or else they'll fall out black and rotten. Yes, they'll come loose, tooth by tooth, and there's nothing that can stop them unless you take this paste. I swear it's great to clean her teeth so they're nice and straight. They buy everything I sell them because I always tell them it'll give them health and you can get them laid. You betcha I always screw them. My potions go right through them. It'll give them health and you can get them laid. Who's next? A lovey-dovey Lucia lets them into Joseph's preserve.
Joseph
And Petra
Accompany little P
I'm Bordeaux.
to a gate at the edge of the preserve. Little P will be the first released back into the wild. Her and my old friend Bordeaux.
Bordeaux? I thought he was still in the park in Switzerland.
We had to share him. The ibex migrate across the border between our parks every June. Lines on a map don't stop them. Just like they don't stop you, I guess.
The kids want to know how we built the terraces. I have to teach them before too long. Victor was right about one thing. We can't stay in the past. We have to fight for the future we want to see. Because the kids are growing up too now, making their own choices.
The next generation of villagers terraces their vineyards.
Step by step, stone by stone. Choices make you, they make and shape you. Choices push you, they push and stretch and break you. Choices, choices, they take you places you can't plan. I won't regret my choices, because they make me who I am. Choices make you, they make and shape you. Choices push you, they push and stretch and break you. Choices, choices, they take you places you can't plan. I won't regret my choices, because they make me who I am. Choices make you, they make and shape you. Choices push you, they push and stretch and break you. Choices, choices, they take you places you can't plan. I won't regret
Joseph opens the gate.
Little P runs off into the sunset.
Bordeaux runs off, hesitates, turns back to Joseph. Bordeaux makes the choice to go. Bordeaux leaps.
'Cause they make me